Hey, Jonathan here. I would like to share some wisdom I've learned over the last 10 years of being a nurse, specifically in home and hospice care. Um, and what I've been thinking about is how do we relax in a time when everything seems to be on 24/7 or nothing's relaxing around us? We know it's important to recharge and renew and refresh ourselves, but what if the world around us isn't refreshing or relaxing? What are some ways we can take control of that part of our lives? I'm reminded of a couple times I've talked with loved ones and family members. I don't know if you've ever been through this before, but the death of a loved one can sometimes be a very indefinite process. When is this going to be over? Is a common question, and to be honest, I mean, we can predict, but sometimes we just don't know. Maybe you've heard of the phrase. Maybe you can imagine this imagery. If I hand you a glass of water and ask you to hold it upright for a minute, you could do that. But if I ask you to hold it all day, 3 days, 7 days without putting it down, suddenly a 3 pound, pound glass of water becomes the most difficult thing for you to handle. And it's important to be able to set that down. And usually we can only do that mentally, but here are some ways physically you can let down tension. For me, it used to be rock climbing. I loved getting on the rock walls, and it's a great way that my brain would turn off and I could totally get into my body and solve a puzzle, climbing from rock to rock and then back down. Can't do that right now, so I go on walks, getting into my body and feeling my muscles move, feeling my heart rate move. All those things help shut my brain off and give me a reprieve. It doesn't really change the world around me, but it helps my brain pause. So think of some ways today that you could get physical and get into your body and get out of your headspace. Maybe it's a walk, maybe it's exercising, maybe it's working in the yard. And if you can't walk around, I mean, sometimes just buying a puzzle at the store and just putting a 500-piece puzzle together is an excellent way to turn your brain off and turn your body on. So hope this wisdom helps you today. Stay rested.